Does it look like I woke up from a 2 hour nap? Because holy shit, I sure did. Now, with that out of the way, you want to boost your self esteem, right? And you have come for a quick and easy hack and trick. At first, let me ask you, what's your wallpaper? 90% of you are confused right now and are thinking that what does wallpaper has to do with this self esteem? Now, just answer that question. Are you like the 90% whose wallpaper is a random picture or some anime character or something like that? Or are you in the rest 10%? And if you are in the rest 10%, then comment down below. Now, the trick I'm gonna teach you is setting quotes and actually inspiring quotes as your wallpaper. Now, I guess most of you will click away right now thinking that this is a boring and stupid idea. And I kid you not, it is actually a great idea. And you will come to see soon. Now, without further ado, let me show you the process. This is my wallpaper PPT, right? And this contains all of the quotes which I keep as a slideshow in my wallpaper. There are quotes from many people like Benjamin Franklin, Ernest Hemingway, etc. And there are about right now 121 quotes, and there are still quotes pending in a notepad text file which I haven't added yet due to procrastination. What this quote setting as your wallpaper does is whenever you open your phone or your PC, it will always make you remember and make you think that okay, this is my new identity. I'm not the guy who wastes time and does useless shit, right? I am focused. And the thing is, if you set the quotes of a particular people, for example, if I set all of my quotes about Marcus Aurelius, I am gonna turn towards Marcus Aurelius. I'm surely not gonna be like exactly like him, but in some ways, in some values, in some virtues, I'm gonna get very close to Marcus Aurelius. Similarly, if I set quotes of let's say Theodore Roosevelt, I'm gonna think in a way which is more similar to him. So this can really boost that impact. You can literally choose the person you want to be by setting these quotes. I have a mixture of quotes because I do not want to be a single person from history, right? Because I'm gonna be my own self, and my own self will reflect so many people, not just one. For example, I even have quotes from anime characters. I know that's cringe, but who cares? It's my benefit. And I have my personal quotes too, like the one which I wrote, or at least I thought of, but never found a proper source. There is a saying that everything that was needed to be said has been already said. Since there was no one listening, all of this has to be said again. This was probably Seneca's quote, I'm not sure. I've got great quotes from different people of the world. See, procrastination will delay your dreams. Sometimes this type of quotes, right? Procrastination will delay your dreams. This type of quotes seem too much simple, but once you get that reminder whenever you are doing tasks, let's say you switch to your desktop, then you just see that reminder and you're gonna be thinking like, yes, I am not going to procrastinate. Then there is, if you cannot decide, the answer is no. Naval Ravikant. This is for people who are uncertain. Always say less than necessary. Robert Greene. It is from the book 48 Laws of Power. It always seems impossible until it is done. Nelson Mandela. A friend to all is a friend to none. By changing nothing, nothing changes. See, there are simple quotes, but this simplicity of the quotes will make you question the current tasks you are doing at the given moment, and it will boost not only your self-esteem, but it will boost the values and virtues and the character you want to like you want to personify within yourself. There is a very nice analogy, right? Let's say there is a degenerate musician and you listen to all of his songs, you vibe to each and every song he posts. Consciously or subconsciously, you are gonna turn like him. But in that place, if you listen to, let's say, audiobooks, or if you listen to, or if you just see the quotes of, let's say, Marcus Aurelius, then you're gonna turn more like Marcus Aurelius. So it's your conscious decisions. Do you want to turn out like a degenerate, or do you want to turn out like Marcus Aurelius, or do you want to go on this path alone? And going alone is probably never the best option. One, you will miss the music. Two, you will not even become like the Marcus Aurelius. So Marcus Aurelius, I'm just using as an example. You can directly see that there are so many guys, and what I did was go to Reddit or somewhere, some social media, and just searched for top 100 quotes or something like that. I actually forgot from where I got those quotes. There were a bunch of them, 100 or 200 of them. I just took them, I just sorted through them, that whichever quote I need or whichever I don't need, that is whichever does not resonate with me. Similarly, there is another text file containing probably more, about 50 of the stoicism quotes, and I'm gonna add them soon. Who chases two rabbits catches neither. It is a Japanese proverb which means do one thing at a time. Let me show you an anime one. Let's see, can I find it or not? Here we go. It's from an anime called Boruto. Live and reflect upon thy fate as you walk it. It was okay. Short summary here. It was basically a battle between a human and a god, and the human defeated the god, and hence the god said the following to the human. But I really liked the quote, so I just took it. It doesn't have to do with all of that anime philosophy. Here is my own quote. Knowledge without use is just information, because nowadays we consume too much. I don't think consumption upon itself is problem, but useless garbage consumption is definitely a problem. That's why this quote. Here is one of my favorite quotes. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different outcomes. Albert Einstein. If you do the same thing and if you are thinking that this time the result will be different, it will not be different. So try out new things. During the ends, we are having too many my quotes. Here we go. Hamza. Do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. For all the anime fans watching, this is the quote you have been waiting for. Madara Uchiha's Wake Up to Reality. The entire thing is there. I literally loved this quote so much that I memorized it. I know it's too much dark and nihilistic and all of that, but still, whatever relates with me. People are having different interests, because this Wake Up to Reality, nothing ever goes as planned. This quote relates with me, so it might not relate with you, or something like this might relate with you. Throughout the heaven and the earth, I alone am the honored one. This relates with me very much because personally, I come off to people as arrogant. I don't know why. I just come out to be like that. So people's perception of me is probably this quote. Once you create that first impression, it is very hard to break that first impression. So whatever. Now I just became the Gojo Satoru. Are you the strongest because you are you, or are you because you are the strongest? I altered this quote a lot because it was actually referring to Gojo. It is also a philosophy from Plato's Euthyphro. He Plato was a philosopher and he wrote a like work, a play called Euthyphro, and that is having this analogy of, let's give you a quick summary. The thing is, two men were arguing about what is good and what is not, what is loved by the gods and what is not. So Socrates, which is who is Plato's master in that play, it in reality also, but in that play, Socrates was the main character, and he said to that Euthyphro guy that, is it a good thing that because it is being loved by gods, or is it being loved by God because it is a good thing? I really like that analogy because it just makes you want to question everything that is around you. Now this is gonna be the last quote, which I always say. Start if you haven't already. Now, with that said, goodbye.